Welcome to Live, Let Thrive, a podcast about the Airbnb life, the share economy, and everything in between. Here are your hosts, Myka and Steve.
Hello, 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 hello.
We are back.
We're back.
Episode number
13.
There we go.
Lucky 13
Lucky 13.
of Live, Let Thrive.
And we are your hosts, Myka and
Steve.
Oh, we actually reversed that this time, right?
Yes, sir. This is the number one podcast about Airbnb in the world, right?
Yes, sir.
We've passed everybody already, right?
Yeah, and if we haven't, we will. And today we have a returning special guest, my beautiful wife, Mahogany.
Hello.
Yay. Y'all know Mahogany
make sure
from...
you guys put the sound effects clapping.
Y'all know Mahogany from the fantastic intro and outro of the show.
And episode number 5, right?
Episode number 5.
Yeah, I was at 5. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was so long
5.
ago. I don't even can barely remember that episode.
Dang, we're moving right along, man.
I thought I
We're moving
left an
right
impression.
Yes, you did.
Slight
Bust
impression,
my
yeah.
bubble.
You did, yeah. You got mad props on YouTube though.
Oh, yeah.
For your intro outro.
Oh,
work.
yeah, you did.
You
I know,
have,
Myka kept telling me, they love you. I was like, how do you know?
Yeah.
You might have found a new job. You never know.
Hey,
Voiceover. You could be in the next Whataburger commercial or something.
So,
share this. Share this video. Share this podcast.
so,
So how y'all been, man?
man, busy.
Busy.
Yeah, we're setting up, room C?
Yep, room C at our house. We have a room A and a room B that we rent out at our house. And now room C, which used to be our son's bedroom, is now going to be an Airbnb room.
Wow.
Yeah, we had
Going
to kick
all
him
in.
out.
Going all in.
Yeah, we were just doing this like mini. Sometimes we get around with friends and just talk business a little bit. And we were just talking like, why don't we rent this dude Malachi's room too? And we're like, yeah. I mean, he sleeps in our room. He stays in our room all the time anyway. He's never by himself in his room. And the only time I go in his room is to like get clothes in the morning. And so it's like just sitting there.
Yeah.
Sitting there losing money.
Losing
There you go.
So ABC. Why did y'all name them ABC instead of like 1, 2, 3 or whatever?
Well, we actually found some letters that light up. So we just put them on the doors, and we're just like, we'll just name the rooms A, B, and C. So
I thought it was some genius plan or something.
Yeah.
There's some letters right here.
Yeah,
That's
so
cool. So
what have you
y'all
been up to, man? Heard you got some big news.
Well, what news would... Okay. The condo, I told you... Did we talk about that last time? The condo news? Like how that fell through because of the HOA and the pool and all that stuff. And I don't know. It was a big mess. I mean, the HOA was sharing a pool with the complex next to them, and that brought up all kinds of issues. And that there's people that own several different units at the condo, and so that made it kind of like if there's 30 units and then one person owns like 5 or 6 of them, if they say, hey, peace out, I'm not going to pay any more of my HOA, and they fold, then that could bring down the whole HOA, Dang. So there was a lot of issues. And on top of that, it was like when they told me when my what is it called? Underwriter. He called me, he said, yeah, well, Wells Fargo said it's a hard no, or they're backed by Fannie or whatever. And sorry, man. I was like, I was at work at the time, and I was like, you know what? I feel happy right now. I said I was having so many reservations about this place. People are trying to leave, and people are trying to get out of Padre right now, and so I just felt this big relief.
Yeah.
This big relief that just this like burden was lifted off my shoulders. Oh, cool! I don't have to drop 20-something G's on this place, and hopefully make like break even every year. It's like what do they say? Don't buy a liability, buy assets, right?
Yeah.
And so it would have been bought. I would have started off, buying a liability. I think, maybe in the long run it would have paid off. But when I'm trying to build something right now, I want to go for the sure things right now. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying for a long shot. so I can just start build up to it, and then finally, eventually get the condo on the beach of my dreams.
Hey, that's how it works. When me and Myka were house searching, we were about to close on this house that we had just fallen in love with. We had looked at so many houses and didn't find anything. But this was perfect. For the most part in Texas, at least where we live, most of the houses look pretty much the same floor plans anyway. So every house would maybe the wall color, we would have had to paint the walls, or maybe we had to get new flooring, or we would have to get an office enclosed. This house had everything we wanted. Man, we had our apartment boxed up. We were sleeping on a mattress in our 2-bedroom apartment in Dallas. We were ready to move. We had just had Malachi, and I had a C-section, so I was getting off the floor of that little mattress, and we just couldn't wait for closing day. Closing day came, and we get a text from our realtor early in the morning, call me ASAP. And we were just like, oh no, what happened? And she told us we can't close on the house because apparently the sellers, which we had been having problems with the whole time anyway, because the whole house was still filled with junk. We went to go see it. We're like, okay.
They were in bankruptcy.
And they were going through a divorce.
Wow.
So long story short, we ended up getting the house of our dreams where we live now. It's working out perfect. Our neighbors keep our son, and they're awesome and treat him like a grandson. We know our neighbors on the left, a couple houses down. Neighbors on the right, a couple houses down. Everyone looks out. We have a yard man who just comes and cuts everybody's yard at once, and it's like, okay, this worked out better because with doing Airbnb, it's good to have that, extra pairs of eyes to watch your place for you while you're, maybe not in town, or just having people coming in and out. So it'll work out. Maybe right now you're, but like you said, you're gonna get the one on the beach that you really want.
Exactly, and that's the future. I want to wake up and walk out on my patio and then have me a cup of coffee and watch the sunrise over the water.
Here's the seagulls chirping.
Yeah.
Seagulls.
I don't want one watch to where I can watch cars, drive by.
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
But that's part of I guess the big news. Well, see, I didn't want to announce. I kind of want to pace it, because there's something in the works. There's something better came along.
Yeah.
And I'll explain it when I'm 100% sure that we got it. And right there, that 100% sure. But I guess I'm old school. I don't want to jinx it.
So keep listening because big things are to come.
And it's
big news coming.
Yeah, and things come when they come. It's like it's like a blessing in disguise to have not got that South Padre Island condo. So yeah, bigger and better things, right?
Definitely, man.
Don't stop, won't stop.
Yeah, can't stop, won't stop. Take that. So
what are some things you wanted to talk about today?
Oh, yeah. So not only did we get the room, we're getting the room up because I was up late till 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. I was actually swapping out room B. We got new furniture. We're actually able to furnish up these last two rooms. No, room C, we're actually able to furnish that for $220. We were using OfferUp, but the new thing is Facebook Marketplace. And then that thing has everything you want. We're buying everything off Facebook Marketplace. And I thought about it. That's actually a good idea for Facebook. Because you have 1 billion users or 1 million users, however many. You know what I mean? Now people just post stuff for sale.
Right. And I've seen it. It's that little, on the bottom of your, you look at your phone.
Yeah.
You got the three, you either got a message or a like or a message, whatever. And then there's that one in the middle. And it's looks like a little lemonade stand, right?
Yeah.
Right in the middle. I'm like, and it's always it's always red. And I'm like, I'm not going to push that.
I just looked at it and I'm like, yeah, it does.
So I think I pushed it before on accident. I'm like, what the hell is this? This is like Craigslist. And then I just but so after that, I don't even mess with it no more. But I'm thinking, and you told me that y'all love it. I'm like, that might be, yeah, I'm going to check into it. Check into it.
Check this out. We go to this dude's house, right? He says he posted a refrigerator for sale. It's $150. We get over there. He has everything we need. He's having a garage sale.
Yeah.
He gave us a refrigerator. What else did he give us? Oh,
a dresser and a nightstand.
Dresser, nightstand.
And my favorite, house decor.
Oh, house decor. We bought all that for $220?
Yep.
Furnished up a whole room. We were done. Wow. Cashed out $220
for the price of a mattress.
Yeah.
That's
exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah. So it's been pretty legit.
That's cool, and I plan on using it now that you told me about it. And what came to mind right away, I was like, man, okay, here comes Snapchat along, right? And Facebook's like, oh yeah, we'll do our little version of Snapchat. You know, people could do little messages and put their dog faces on and all that. And so that kind of killed Snapchat stock a little bit. I don't know if you checked their stock. It's like $12 now. You know, it opened up like at 30. Yeah, it dropped all the way down to 12. I don't know if it's goodbye, whatever. It might be. I might
have to cop a few shares.
That'd be a good idea.
But Facebook's trying to kill them, and then here comes Craigslist is the big thing everybody always used, and there's OfferUps and other ones. But then Facebook's like, yeah, we're gonna put y'all out of business too. It's like, to me, they're like the Walmart of the web. You know, they want to do everything
Amazon.
and anything. They want to do the virtual reality. They want to do everything and just put everybody out of business. Be this huge evil corporation.
Man, they're taking
always
over,
turn
man.
evil.
Exactly.
DJ
right?
Khaled, we taking over. Serious. It's like serious. I was like, but yeah, that Facebook marketplace.
Don't worry, they'll come at Amazon too. They ain't scared. They're gonna come at.
You know what? I've wondered how could they combat Amazon? What could they
selling new stuff on there? I mean, I don't know how they're gonna. Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do it.
Do some shipping.
If they start throwing in some shipping, it'd be a problem.
you saw. I remember Walmart tried to keep up with Amazon and did like 2-day shipping.
They had to,
or like 24-hour shipping or something.
Yeah. They still do it. They have to just to keep up with them.
Right.
Yeah, I think Kmart's pretty much dead.
What? What's Kmart?
What's Kmart?
But
So, real quick question, throw y'all off guard a little bit. What thing about you all should you improve immediately, and about y'all's investing life should y'all like try to improve immediately? Like, what jumps out at you? Oh, we really gotta. If we fix this one thing, we can put it to the next.
I know what I say. That would make us better and should be done immediately, which I just thought about it when you asked that, is start building our team. You know, have our person who does this, who fixes outlet, who does electric work, who does yard work, who does, what's that wiring we need done around the house, who does that, and pretty much just call people and network and say, hey, who's your best guy, and some people will tell you, it's so-and-so, they're great. And so maybe have a directory already set. So, because I've noticed, like, around our house, we have, like, things come up, we need this done now. And, like, majority of our time is taken by searching for someone who can come and do it. And so I think if we have, like, a directory or something that we have in our house, we have 3 people who do this, 2 people who do this. So let's just pick up the phone and call them and schedule the appointment versus spending time messing with people like, hey, can you come give us a quote? Maybe just as we think of things that need to be done, start building the directory.
That's crazy. Nice. You made a good point with the backup thing, because like when we need this wiring done in our house, which we've had it done before, and the guys who I had do it, I've been calling the last 2 days, couldn't get in touch with them, so I got on Thumbtack, of course, and found a contractor to come give us a quote. Yeah, a team that's real big, especially in real estate, man. You got to have a team
in any type of way you're doing it, whether you're fixing a house. From the bottom up, doing Airbnb.
We probably need a backup yard guy, but he does pretty good.
Yeah, he comes before I just get home and I'm like, whoa, the yard's cut. I'm like, hey, want to come pick up your money?
Nice. What's Thumbtack, real quick?
Oh, Thumbtack, like if you need anything done, like a professional contractors are on there, you can just hire them. They'll come give you a quote. It's kind of like Tackle, which Tackle hasn't taken off yet, but I don't know if it will, but I'm pretty sure it will.
Yeah.
You've heard of Tackle, right?
No.
It's kind of the same. Well, you could pretty much post yourself on Tackle. Like if you have a truck, you can go pick up people's debris for them for $75.
Really?
Yeah. It's a great way to make extra
Share
income.
Economy.
The share economy, that's big
is.
time. Yeah, I never heard of it until now. That's awesome.
Yeah, we're share economists.
Seriously, it feels like it.
That's
it's
awesome.
True.
I guess one thing I'd fix about me immediately, I'm very unorganized, man. I need to get my stuff together.
Okay.
I see behind me is like a brand new filing cabinet I bought about 2 months ago. It's I just need.
Does it have its handles yet? Did you even finish putting it together?
No, the handles are inside. It's still. I've told you. I don't know. I guess what they say. I don't believe in the astrology thing until they tell me like, yeah, this is what a Libra does. This is how he thinks, and it's like, hey, shoot, that's me. They start this massive project and then they just blow it off, forget about it until like 5 months later. Oh, I'm gonna grab it again.
Quick question: is your wife really organized?
She's not
More than you?
Too bad. Maybe more than me. Yeah, she gets with her makeup because she's a esthetician, right? She gets on her makeup and starts doing it all, whatever. It turns into a mess again, but she'll have her days where she'll organize it all pretty and stuff.
I'm organized, but Mahogany's an organizer. So if she organizes something for me, I can keep it organized. Like our filing cabinet. Like one day she just went through and cleaned off my entire desk. Like I had everything stacked up.
Tired of looking at it.
Yeah, but it was easy for her to organize it because I keep it organized, but it just looks terrible. She's able to organize it for me. And
I used to do that in college. Yeah. I was a manager for the men's basketball team for 3 years of college, and it was all paperwork because the coach was elderly. And so, sorry, Coach Plummer. So, he didn't too much, know how to organize and do stuff like that. So, yeah, I'll organize some stuff, but... my closet will get in disarray and stuff, but I'm good at organizing other people's things and letting them take it from there. My stuff, it's organized, but not my shoes.
Yeah, they're all over the house.
My shoes are not all over the house anymore since we've started doing Airbnb.
That's a good byproduct from Airbnb. And that thing I alluded to earlier, if we get this one particular spot, which is in a prime location, close to the stadiums, and it's okay. I'll go ahead and talk about it.
Go ahead.
Whatever. So we're kind of closing on this house that's over here in Arlington, close to the stadiums, but not too close to where where the hood is. And
it's there.
It's like
we looked at a house there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like 6 minutes away driving. It's so close. It's awesome. It's right off Davis and 30, like right there, Davis and 30.
Nice.
Perfect spot. Those nice older big houses,
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
You might want to move over there. And
He probably is he's probably where we used to live.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Like if you cross the other side.
I love old houses with character.
Oh,
I would love to decorate
too.
your house if your wife doesn't want to. I volunteer.
Okay.
Free of charge.
We went
free of charge.
So we went to check this place out, right? After, we were kind of done for a little bit after that condo. That was like a 3-month process, and the fans have heard about it too. So let's give us something to talk about. But I was like, I'm gonna just start glancing at that portal again from my agent, over here for this area, and this one popped up on there, and I was like, oh snap! I sent you. I was like, hey, this is a pretty cool place, and I told my wife, I sent her the link to the Zillow and said, you want to go check it out? And she's like, yeah, let's go check it out. And so we went and checked it out, and it's like, wow, and they had all their furniture in there still, but it was really nice. It looked like a page out of what's it called, Better Homes and Gardens,
Yeah.
And so but everything was real cool, and then they have this back room, which it's actually. It's. I'll show you some pictures. It's like it's a converted garage, but it's like the way they did this was like so awesome. It's like a big space, and has like a closet for the washer and dryer, stuff like that. But it's like perfect, and it has tile floor. The rest of the house is wood, but it has tile floors in there, and it's like perfect for her what's it called? Where she can do esthetician work and hair and all that.
Like
her salon.
Mm-hmm.
Just to do a salon out of the house, and it's like perfect. And like everything, we're like, wow, we were falling in love with this house. We told them, yeah, we want this house. It's like, and I was automatically thinking of the Airbnb angle. I was like, so close to the stadiums. When we're not here, we'll just Airbnb it out, make bank, or even do a room whenever we are here, just to make some. I think, and just going farther. My I love Airstreams. I don't know. I see them on the little house shows.
Yeah,
what's Airstreams?
It's like a old school camper trailer that's like silver, like a big silver.
Okay,
yeah.
It has one.
No, I wish.
Sorry, you lost me.
But I was like, I want to throw one of those in the backyard to Airbnb out.
Oh yeah.
Do a little landscaping around it.
Like little flower pots and stuff. I can see it. I'm here.
Yeah, you're right here. And so all these things started popping in my head. Man, this house will pay for itself.
Oh, but a friend told us about that. My good friend who I helped turn her room into an Airbnb. Her brother had built up this like little 1-bedroom cottage in the backyard. He was pretty good at building, so just did it. And the city came and made him tear it down. They teared it down for it. Like I think they did it for him because he was like, I'm not tearing it down. What do you mean? And I guess it was somehow against some type of
oh, he didn't get the code and all that
Yeah.
stuff to build a house.
And I was like, what? I couldn't believe it when she told me. I'm like, that happened
Yeah.
Dang.
in your own backyard.
And that's what I was thinking with put a trailer camper back there. I mean, it's on wheels, you know. It's not an actual. I'm not putting a foundation. I'm not building it. You know, it's
just parking in your backyard.
Yeah, we need to look at
That's
zoning
awesome.
laws for a tiny house. Because remember we were thinking about doing that for the whole house?
Yeah.
But right now, we realize we aren't going to do that because once we get A, B, and C up, we're going to just turn it into one listing for 6 guests. So, like, especially during football season, it can boom. And then, like, there's not really a down season here. But, like, when things slow down after football, we're thinking of turning it into a traveling nurse hostel. Like,
nice.
Rent out
Throwing
each
some
room.
jacuzzis outside.
Yeah, we're getting a jacuzzi,
Get a
as
jacuzzi
well.
out there.
Yeah.
Sweet.
We've
I
already
had to
put
talk
that
him into it. And he's like, all right, are you going to get a snake if it gets back there in the hot tub? I'm like, there's going to be a cover on it. No snakes are going to get in it.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, if so, you're going to get it. I'm like, all right, let's get the jacuzzi. And he's like, all right.
Not down with the snakes.
That's a thing that because we heard what's his name talk about that Al Williamson.
Yeah,
He spoke about that hosting traveling nurses. I didn't even know there was such a thing of these nurses traveling around the country that need spots to stay.
So after his episode, that next day, I text the girl that stays in our corporate rental, and I got her traveling nurse company. I still haven't called him yet, but I got to call him, and I'm just gonna say, hey, I have 3 rooms. If you got 3 nurses that travel together, they have their own spot.
Nice.
Yeah, man. So that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, this is you learn something. Oh, the Al Williamson episode. Yeah. We didn't even talk. We spoke about that last time.
Yeah, we
right?
talked about Al.
And we spoke about Jasper. We interviewed Jasper too.
Yeah.
And we got a few more interviews lined up. It's gonna blow people's minds.
Yeah. We got Jasper, the biggest one. So
the biggest fish out there. Well, in the Airbnb world, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna get Kiyosaki pretty soon. Hey, we might. You know, it might happen. You put on there. What did you put on there? You put a lot of stuff on the list. Oh, I was gonna ask. Man, we already spoke about liquid space, right?
Yeah. We always speak about liquid space.
And I guess I could jump to one that I wrote today. What is, if the stock market crashes like everybody says it might, you know, what does that mean for us Airbnbers?
I don't think it means a thing because we can just lower our prices. People are still going to be coming in town.
Still got to travel, right?
Yeah.
People still got to do their thing.
I mean, then you can kind of focus on, like Al was saying, I think you just change your focus. Like if market crashes, people that travel are still going to travel. Traveling nurses, traveling IT guys. You start getting with these companies, and boom, there you go. You still got a business. You can always go the long-term route, long-term corporate route. Like that's what we're going to do with pretty much our 3 rooms. So,
right.
That's the good part about real estate. In any way you do it, if something like that were to happen, you don't have to buy anything new. You already have it. Now just use it, as an asset to you. It's not like anything you have to be paying on. Well, sometimes, but it can still pay itself back. Mm-hmm. It's not like a clothing business where if you sell your clothes, you still have to go buy more fabric. Is it going to be enough? Like, is it going to balance out with how much you sold?
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff.
Y'all remember the last crash, right? Do y'all remember kind of sort of?
08?
That was 08, yeah.
Yeah.
How old were you then?
I don't remember about the events happening, but I remember 08.
I was 19.
Okay. You were 19?
Yeah.
I remember driving around, and it seemed like the whole world stopped. Like, they were cranes that weren't operating, like there were spots that were being built, all the commercial or whatever, and houses and everything. It just seemed like it stopped. It was crazy because, the stock market tanked, right?
Yeah.
So there was no more money to build things anymore. There's so many companies went bankrupt, and it was it was eerie. And I remember that. And I bought my house in Arlington in 2009.
Wow, that's crazy.
So
that's when I bought my one in Arkansas in 2009.
Oh wow! So you got a good deal on that, right?
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. You bought when it was low.
Yeah, there's a lot of coincidences with us. We've been over how many coincidences.
You
My
guys have been
birthday's
through a
the
lot
28th.
together.
Huh?
So y'all have been through a lot together.
We've been through a lot. Yeah.
No. We're talking about us in general because remember
I know.
they got
our marriage anniversary.
Yeah, we got married a day.
Yeah, ours is February 6th.
Yeah, we got married February 7th.
You guys are like getting off track.
No, it's just like a lot of weird coincidences.
Yeah. That's why we podcast so well together, you know?
Yeah.
In sync.
In sync. We should harmonize.
New name. In sync. 2.
So, In Sync 2, yeah. We might get sued for that. Sign up for, what the heck? Airbnb time. Oh, I already told you about my Airbnb timeshare idea. That was.
Oh, yeah.
That was off the chain. Someone's going to take off with that.
Oh, so since we're looking for topics, it looks like I have something to talk about.
Oh, go ahead.
All right. So Myka and I were looking at different Airbnbs because, as y'all know, we still have never stayed in an Airbnb. So we were just looking for places in San Antonio. And, man, some of the places people put on there are just kind of ridiculous in a way. We saw a one-bedroom apartment in San Antonio, like 5 minutes in downtown. It looked pretty awesome by the description. So we click on the pictures. We're scrolling. First, we like to look at reviews before we look at the actual place, if there are any. So we were just looking through these reviews. My goodness.
These reviews were flat out hilarious, man.
Yeah.
Like she pretty much had like an overall 4-star reviews and like
Which was, no, it was like, I don't even know how she had 4 stars by the reviews.
like these people kept coming back to her place. One lady was like, I seen a bed bug in the middle of the night and I just left at 2 a.m. And then one dude,
And then couldn't get a hold of the host.
one dude was like, the one dude who said, if you want a place that's close to downtown but cheap, and I mean cheap, how you were wrong.
This is your place. I mean, complete bare bones, roaches, drive-by shootings.
Oh, no.
Stay at your own risk.
Yeah, but people would keep going back to
And
it, man.
people kept saying it was bare bones. Because I feel like if I read those reviews, I would not be staying there. But
Right.
they're still coming. There's still reviews being left.
That's crazy.
I'm not sure.
And
And then if you look at the pictures,
People love cheap, man.
and they said it was disgusting. When you start looking at the pictures of this place, man, we have it saved as a favorite just to show you.
Oh, I want to see that.
My God, like I'm talking about not even a pillow on the bed.
Whoa, at least throw a Walmart pillow on there. Come on.
Seriously,
Hey, we
one
also,
window, just dirty, shower dirty.
Hey, but
How much were they charging for it?
$90 a night.
yeah, it was like 90 a night, man. It was pretty
my
crazy.
Gosh.
But people were paying it. It was because of location.
Location.
I don't
location,
care. I
location.
wouldn't stay at no place. Like I'd walk out like bed bugs.
Oh.
Seriously, it looked like it had bed bugs.
We also had another successful Airbnb in the family.
Oh yeah. So I have an uncle, and I got him started up with Airbnb because he lives in Salem, Oregon. And as some of
nice.
you may know, there is a recent eclipse. I'm not sure when this is coming out, if it's already happened
21st.
or.
It's already
coming.
happened on this tour.
Yeah,
When we're gonna
on
put this
Monday.
podcast out, yeah.
Okay, so the eclipse happened. So my uncle, he calls me. He's like, "Hey, I want to do Airbnb like you guys do at your house and at your condo." And I was like, "Okay, I can get you started." And I'm like, "How much you thinking about renting your rooms for?" He says, $1,000 a night. I was like, "What?" Because I've been to his house. I grew up in the house for the most part, And I was just like, "What house?" And he's just like, my house. And I was like, "Okay, why 1,000?" And he's like, "Well, I looked on there, and people are renting their rooms out for 1,000 a night."
Oh wow.
I look on there. Yeah, people are, but they're real nice.
Really nice.
Like
spots.
nice views of the whole, where you'd see the eclipse.
The 1,000. It was for the eclipse, though.
Yeah.
Right.
And so he ends up listing his room for $500 a night. And he calls me, and he's like, "Hey, can you check out my profile?" I go look at his profile. Sorry, Unc. He has one pillow on the bed.
Oh no.
He has a Burger King cup on the nightstand. He has a picture of the bathroom, a bunch of towels up on top of the closet, like when there's cabinets.
Yeah.
That
What
is the
else?
best part,
He
though.
didn't even. He put his profile picture upside down. I was like, okay, can you give me your login information? I'll get on there. Send me a picture of this, and this. I need some more pillows on that bed. I need you to move that Burger King cup out the picture. Can you straighten up the bathroom a little bit? Shower curtain not thrown open. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but the best part was somebody booked it.
Yeah, so he
Looking
ends up,
like that. Looking like that. Oh my god.
he ends up dropping the price to $200. So he did get a booking for the eclipse for $200 a night, and he didn't have to put any money into it, but buy a little lockbox for his key.
Wow. How many nights?
One.
Oh, it
So
was
someone
one?
just
I thought
wanted,
it was-
for the eclipse, one night for $200.
That ain't bad.
Should have put a 3-night minimum.
So now, right now the question is, is he going to continue doing Airbnb after the eclipse? Is he going to see it as some good money? And if so, I'm excited to hear like his success story. Like maybe he, starts making some good money off of it because he's gone through a couple roommates in his 3-bedroom house that he didn't care for. So he just, was like, this is not going to work. So now he's living by himself. So it's like, why not?
The whole Airbnb. I don't know. How far are we into the eclipse down here? You know what? I'm going to check out some people's spaces for the 21st and see if they're posting them for like eclipse spots or whatever.
Here? Right.
In the
Texas?
DFW area. I don't think people are, but I seen that redneck back barn thing that he was renting out, but I don't know. I'm going to check that out too. Because I wonder if we can make some money. Because $200 a night, that's steep for one, and it's a private bedroom. With
And
no
it has no
pillows?
pillows?
Yeah, exactly.
It has pillows now, though. I'm sure whoever stays there will enjoy their stay.
Yeah.
Because mahogany.
Yeah. And your Burger King cup.
And the Oh man, yeah. Anybody can do it. That's the coolest thing.
And so my friend Kelly and Mike, who live around the corner, they just they put up their Airbnb as we've talked about before.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if we've told our guests, but he has one guest in there now, and on Saturday he checks out and another checks right in.
Wow.
Yeah.
And y'all are in South Arlington.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I was thinking about when we do move out of my Hearst house. I'm like, well, it's not really close to the stadiums. Kind of. It's probably the same distance to the stadiums as y'all's if y'all are in the part of South Arlington, like a certain part of South
We're-
Arlington.
And you know what? I don't even think it too much matters about the stadium because we haven't had any guests here for the stadium out of all our guests.
Just start Airbnb, and you think I should do that? We should do that right away.
Yeah.
See what
Yeah.
happens. Might as well, right?
Why
Roll
not?
the dice.
Especially if you already have the room furnished, or if you have an extra $300 to throw the basics in off of OfferUp or Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the thing about it is the one we thought we were going to get for the stadium was Justin Bieber, but he canceled. And then, but other than that, most of the people are in town traveling. Like, the Allen guy comes. He's going to be here for, 2 weeks? So, he's just from out of town. He's actually a nomad. And he talks about the sharing economy. I actually want to talk to him. He may be a future guest.
It'd be a good
But
guest,
yeah,
huh?
he was a good guy I was talking to.
He'll be
But-
with us for 2 weeks.
Yeah, and then we have somebody else coming right after him. So it's moving, man. Because we're booked till October. So
Okay.
and
We
then
should do it. I think Hurst will be fine.
I'm gonna do it. And one reason I really wanted to do it is the house that we found over there in that Primo location. It was the way it's furnished is so nice. I even told my agent, hey, ask them, because they're kind of like they want to in a hurry to move, this and that, want us to close in a hurry, which is fine. I want to close in a hurry too, but I felt like I said ask them if they want to give us a good price on the furniture. That's less stuff
Heck
for them to
yeah.
move, right?
That'd be awesome.
And then it's already furnished really beautifully, And so if that's already furnished, day one we have the place, it's ours. We got the
just
keys.
post it on Airbnb with the pictures off the Zillow or whatever. You're good to go.
I wouldn't do that because that's kind of illegal.
It is?
Because it's gonna be our primary. It's a great
I
line.
don't think so because the house, our pictures off of ours, some of them are exactly from the listing.
Oh no,
But-
not the ripping off the Zillow pictures part.
Oh,
I'm
what
saying
part?
because we bought it as gonna be our primary residence.
Oh,
And
that.
so if I start renting it out day one, that might.
Oh, that's
yeah.
illegal. Yeah.
So we definitely want to move into that one.
At least you can start doing this one if you
And
stay
then
here.
that's what I'm saying. We got it furnished. we got some stuff. We can pretty
yeah,
it up some.
I've already made a good way to furnish this one for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How would you do this front room right here?
This front room, I would take one sectional that goes from here all the way around here, make it a theater style,
Yeah.
mount a TV, put like a little direct TV, whatever cable company under it.
Yeah.
Boom, now you have a theater room with the sound bar, and then you rent out each room.
I
and
think
then-
that room over there would be better for a theater. It's so
Make
big.
it a second theater.
Yeah.
'Cause how many people could sleep here?
Oh, a bunch, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah, 3-bedroom plus this thing right here. It could be like another place for them to sleep, and then plus that add-on room back there is
Couches.
huge.
Yeah, couches are always a place for people to sleep. Plus, if people when they book entire homes, you sometimes bring kids. So hey, you have the kids in one room, the adults in the other room. You're kicking it, man.
So I might.
So much.
Yeah, y'all are encouraging me. I might as well do it, right? But as far as Wells Fargo, I'm gonna rent this place out to my buddy day one. So it's gonna be a long-term rental on day one.
Good stuff.
There you go.
Yep, and it gets you something to start working towards.
But if he
getting
moves
your
out-
house cleaned up and boxed up.
Yeah. But they don't care if he moves out on day two. Then it's Airbnb.
Oh, right.
It's a strange way
You
that
have one chance.
they just want to see proof that someone's gonna live here.
Oh.
It's just a weird thing banks do. Hey, show us proof that someone's gonna long-term rental your place, and then we'll count that as towards income.
Shoot, we'll
blah, blah,
long-term
blah.
rent it and Airbnb it out.
Sublet your spot, man.
Yeah. Will you
Trying
let us
to-
do that?
Trying to finesse the host.
Finesse the host.
That's cool. I'll talk to the wifey. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Awesome.
And then we
Yeah.
can still, use it if we need to use it one day. We'll be around town over here. Her school's close by here to Hearst, so.
Or
So,
go
yeah.
in half and just furnish it.
Oh, the other thing about Facebook Marketplace, I almost forgot. You can post real estate on there. Like
Oh, really?
rooms for sale.
Tell me why I was just looking for that while we were sitting here. But
Yeah.
I typed in travel and all I saw was like a bunch of...
No, you have to go to real estate. People have rooms for us posted. It's pretty much taken over Craigslist. It's exactly
It's
what
like
Craigslist is.
Craigslist,
Yeah.
That's what I saw. I saw jobs and I'm like, wonder if they have travel. But I
Yep.
guess it's not called travel, but they do.
Huh. And I hear, like on Bigger Pockets and stuff like that, they talk about selling houses and putting houses up for rent on Facebook. So they do the commercials and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I didn't know if they utilize Marketplace or not. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
something to think about.
And it's free.
Wow. Yeah. Now, this is one question I did have for you guys. Steve, you too, because once you start getting that Airbnb money, do you think Airbnb, as far as people who are hosts, do you think it's opened their eyes to corporate rentals? Like they see it like, okay, this is my whole place. I'm cleaning up every week. Let's just say you have somebody cleaning for you. But now I can eliminate that expense by just going full-blown corporate. You know what I mean? Like I have somebody 3 months paying me Airbnb money consistently, and I'm just sitting back chilling. Because I know for us, it opened up us for corporate rentals.
Right.
I think a lot of people don't know about corporate rentals or like where to post.
No.
They know to post on Airbnb platform, which you do get your occasional, you
Yeah.
know, person who's here for work or whatever. But it's not always corporate. It's people wanting to stay for whatever.
Even my agent, his name's Kan, Kan. He, I told you he's old school. I was checking out spots. I was like, oh, this would be great Airbnb. He's like, what? Long term? What are you talking about? All my clients are saying they want an Airbnb. What are they? He's like old school.
Yeah.
Get a long term renter. Boom. Move to the next. House hack. Whatever. Which is cool. But he's like because I reconnected with him, right, and to go see this house, and he was just telling how you been, man, this and that, and he's like, he goes, I just bought a condo over there near the stadiums, and it's a 2-bedroom condo, and I'm wondering. I wonder if it's gonna be a good Airbnb. He's already starting to think about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, yeah, if it's close to the stadiums, yeah, condo 2-bedroom should do pretty good. Yeah, you think so? Or or maybe I hear people doing a corporate rental thing. I don't know what that is, but I think and so I'm like, yeah, my buddy Myka, he could tell you all about that. He's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm thinking of doing something like that.
That'd be genius.
And I said, be sure to check with your HOA first if you want to try Airbnb. If he's
It's
in a
gonna
condo.
be a no. Where's it in Arlington?
It's in Arlington near the stadiums.
It's
yeah.
no.
So it's a no.
But there's other with corporate. Totally.
Oh yeah, corporate. Yeah. Now
Yeah.
if you
That's what he said. He wants to do corporate.
Oh, if you want to do corporate,
he was asking me about what corporate.
2-bed, 2
Corporate,
bath.
you're
He can
set.
go for $3,500 to $4,000 a month.
I'm gonna text him right now.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it if you go 2-bed, 2 bath. You're in there like swimwear. Yeah.
So yeah.
So even my old school real estate agent is coming around to the Airbnb thing. And when you start selling houses, I'm sure you're gonna tell them that too. You're gonna whisper it in their ear.
Yeah, actually, for sure. And I'm not only gonna tell them, but I'm going to help them set up for a small fee.
Wow.
Yeah,
And,
for real.
I mean, why not? I'll show you exactly how to do it.
My wife's a hustler.
Dang, that's
I love
awesome.
it too. I love telling people about Airbnb, and I do it for free. So, people are like, "Why don't you charge for it then?" Since you already love telling people about this, because I love helping people make money. Like, it's their house, why not make money? You're not taking money from me because you're doing it. Like, I want everyone to succeed, and have an Airbnb if they have extra space.
Yeah.
So
Why not?
all of the people that Mahogany has helped, those services are now about to be with a fee.
Yeah, so I'm not just being nasty if I'm like, but actually Airbnb pretty much pays you $7 for if you are, you recommend someone to Airbnb, their first booking you get $70 and you get $50 just for them joining.
Yeah, because we get $95 if we get someone. Matter of fact,
calling.
are you on Airbnb?
I am on there. Yeah,
As a
I am
host?
on there. No, as a.
We're gonna send you a link
to be a host.
Yeah, and then you
Yeah.
click that link, and we'll
I'll even set up the room over here. Take some snaps.
we'll get a $95 credit. It's we get a $95 travel credit. So
Oh, nice.
So we'd appreciate it, and if we find anyone else, we'll refer
yeah,
them.
Pay it
like us
forward.
on Facebook. We will be sending out that link. But yeah,
Yes.
we got a lot
You
coming.
could put that on your business card when you become an agent. Mahogany, the Airbnb specialist or something.
No.
Wow.
Because that's a really good point. Because the millennials are buying houses.
Who has
now.
that on their card?
Nobody.
Because that's the millennials.
Hey,
are
okay,
buying
now
houses.
we're talking about it. No one take my idea, okay?
They won't.
Even if they do, there's so much potential out there.
Look how many followers you have off this. These other people who come up with that. Who are you?
Wow, you guys are so
You're
silly.
Mahogany from Live Let Thrive.
There you go. You're famous.
Yeah, so
Throw that on, your little niche,
yeah, the Airbnb. Because I think a lot of millennials will be hitting you up about that.
And
Because
that's what the guy you want to get on the show, right? What's his name?
James.
Carlson.
Yeah.
He actually, you read his profile, of course,
Yeah.
right? As Bigger Pockets, and that's what he does. He puts people into spots, and in Denver he likes to get them into spots that have a basement, so they can Airbnb out the basement.
Yeah.
So he's kind of doing it like what we're talking about.
We'll once we have James on the show, we'll actually talk about why he does it that way. He's like the guru of Airbnb in Denver. So yeah, if you're in Denver, hit up James. But yeah, we'll have him on the show.
Yeah. Use it. Use that niche.
Yeah,
because be something different. Because there's like thousands and thousands of agents out there, right?
That's
That'll
true.
make you stand out.
Yeah,
big time.
because I know when we had an agent, she was pretty good at Airbnb. She knew what it was, but then she's like, I never had a client just come up to me and tell me, hey, we're looking for a place to Airbnb. She's like, you were the first two to ever do that. And she was like, I was kind of like, you know what I mean? Kind of the old school mentality. But she ended up, but the thing about her, she was such a good realtor. She did her research on it and she hooked us up with a pretty good spot. So
Yeah. Until
Nice,
the
nice.
HOA shut us down, that is.
yeah,
I'm just kidding. It's still great.
yeah, it's still good. 'Cause it opened our eyes. You do one thing, it opens your eyes to something else. So.
Can't stop, won't stop.
But you see, that puts you on to the corporate. And,
Exactly.
That
And
might
it's even
be-
better. I'd rather do corporate, just not in my house.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
You
maybe
want someone
I'm
there that
open to
long.
it, but I'd prefer not to because, the money looks good. So I do want to, but at the same time, I don't want to get stuck with someone I don't like and I have to live with them. Like, that's going to make me mad.
I think it'll be easier once we get all 3 rooms under one listing, and then we start getting people, hey, I'm here for 5 days for the game. That'll be worth it because now you're making that type of money. You know,
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's
We're getting
true.
up the price.
And plus,
on that.
I like to. Here's the thing Myka has been talking about. He wants to corporate rent all rooms A, B, and C. I'm not really too down with that because I have family who comes to town, and I like them to stay in my home. That's like my whole point of having a home, as well as to make money off of it now. But I still like that part of having a home to where, if you have family in town, they can enjoy what you have with you. And that's important to me. Not have my family go stay at a hotel up the street or sleep on the couch because we
Of
have
course,
Airbnb guests.
They don't have to stay at hotels. That's what Airbnb is
Or
for.
Airbnb. Like, I want them to be with me.
And see, I guess.
Sorry,
I see
you can't stay here, Grandma. The room's taken. Really?
I
You have to
see
go
it-
stay at Airbnb. Like, seriously?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but then I see that as becoming maybe a good problem because all right, this house is filled up, we're making good money off of it. Let's bounce to the next one and just rent the whole thing out. Corporate rental, the whole thing.
You can get a bigger house.
Get you another house, and then I don't know. It's just how I saw it. Right.
Here's the thing: if we have all the rooms taken and my family comes to town, we're gonna get a big Airbnb house somewhere close, and we're all gonna go. Then
That's what I'm saying.
You too.
We can get a 5. We got a 4-bedroom. We can move to a 5 and 6, and then keep on going. You see what I'm saying?
Snowball.
Yeah, snowball.
I do get that, but shoot, by the time that happens, never mind. That's bad juju. But by the time that happens. It'll happen soon, but what about the meantime? What about the problems now? Like, my grandma has to sleep on the couch, or your parents have to sleep on the couch because our rooms are taken, or they have to, like, leave for the night. Who's going to pay for it? Sorry, you have to pay for it.
How many times I slept on the couch in the floor of my parents' house? No.
Really?
Payback.
Oh, my God.
I'm just playing Mom and Dad.
That's cool.
No, you saying y'all could sleep on the couch, keep sleeping on the couch like y'all did last time.
Just playing.
So
we offered them the room. See, I compensate.
That's why I like having Mahogany on sometimes, guest appearance on our show sometimes, because like me and you, we'd be just, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this. She goes, whoa, slow down.
Yeah, she hit you with that. Pump the brakes.
And she gives us another perspective, and that's cool.
Yeah.
And otherwise, you and I, let's rent out everything, my closet's.
Be like James, man. What do you have? Like couches all over the place.
No, we're not.
Even to make
that.
a storage unit out of my garage,
Yeah,
wife comes home, opens the garage, it's full of people's crap.
That's actually a really good idea.
People are doing
but
that.
We're not going to do it.
What?
Rent out the garage as storage space. Now we're going to turn it into a gym.
Yeah, that sounds like a better idea.
Yeah.
You could probably even put the jacuzzi out there.
Yeah.
Hey, have y'all ever? This is way off topic, but have y'all ever heard of Acorns?
What's that?
It's an app. It invests money for you in the stock market. It puts it in like a Vanguard account or something like that, just like a mutual funds account.
Yeah.
And what it just rounds. Let's say you bought a Snickers bar for 79 cents. It rounds up the remaining 21 cents and throws it into this I hope my mouth's right, but it throws it into like this mutual funds for you, and it just keeps. And it just rolls it over. Anything you make from the mutual funds, it just keeps rolling it snowballs. It's a cool
from
little,
each thing you purchase.
From everything whatever cards you hook to it, your
Okay.
credit cards or your bank card, whatever you hook to it. Every purchase you make, it just rounds up the change and throws it into that Acorns account. It's called Acorns. Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder, could it do it with the bonus points that you make?
I don't know.
That'd be pretty boss.
I don't know.
Do it with the bonus points we make, so it's pretty much the credit card company's money. Kind of like what we do now.
Yeah.
By the way, I just found out we're earning like double and triple points off all of our bookings, so ching ching. By the way, off subject, but
so your bookings like for the timeshares?
yeah.
So it's like you're paying for the timeshare, but the people are paying you for it.
Yeah.
So you're making money off that, and you're making points.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, so it's pretty tight, man. So
Man, you got to figure it out.
yeah. So I was like, dang, because I went in yesterday and I started clicking around my Chase account because you kept talking about Chase, and I noticed they were like, oh, these go as travel credits. You get double points. I'm like, oh, snap.
Wow.
So yeah, it was pretty cool, man.
That's cool. It's just investing in general,
Yeah.
And I was speaking to I work with my cousin. He works at my spot. I don't mean to put him on blast, but he don't listen to podcasts or anything like that. So he ain't gonna hear this.
Watch, he's listening.
And
to this one.
And the reason I thought of Acorns because I like to open it up every now and then. It's like, wow, I got over $300 in there. Just like throwing loose change in a thing, Yeah. And it's actually growing and whatever. And they charge like a minimal fee for running the app for you. I don't know. It's something cool for a passive investor.
I'd probably like purposely be buying stuff that's like $3.10.
yeah, it'll round up to 90
$3.50.
cents. Yeah, and you can also set it up to put in $10 a month, $50, whatever, however you want to put like a monthly into it.
Yeah.
It's just a way to get millennials.
I just downloaded it.
Oh, Acorns?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah,
gonna send you a
we'll do
link,
that.
and then we could have both got
Oh, I haven't
You didn't sign up
I
yet,
haven't
right?
made a profile yet.
Okay, I'll send you the links,
Okay.
and y'all
Cool.
get money. I get money. I think
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
$5
Share
or
economy,
whatever.
baby.
Yeah. But I thought it was cool. It's just like, something that's just it's investing for millennials, and we were talking about millennials are thinking of ways to like even make money on how they live in a house. So, I'm gonna Airbnb out a room. It's just cool that millennials are thinking of this crap, because I think a lot of it is. Well, I grew up and my parents were really bad with money. And they didn't teach me nothing about money, and a lot of my friends the same way. And then we just get and every generation gets stuck in that rut.
That's something really important to talk about, especially like we're all pretty much minorities here, and people with money. Like my parents, we both grew up in pretty much suburban neighborhoods in Oregon and Washington, but like my parents never taught me about money. They just pretty much buy stuff, you know what I mean? But they were good. My dad's real good with money. He always had investment properties, whatever, such and such.
Right.
And then like Mahogany, coming from her background, like your grandma's pretty much an entrepreneur.
Oh yeah,
She's like
she definitely is.
She's like an entrepreneur.
She's had over like 100 businesses.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
She'd be a good guest.
Yeah,
for the
she
share
would.
economy.
No, she would really be a good guest.
Heck
Like
yeah.
she has her own nail spa, writes grants. Yeah,
I need
Granny
to talk,
Linnell.
I need to talk to my wife because she wants to get in on that.
Oh yeah, my
'cause-
grandma's actually an esthetician, and she has her own salon in
Yeah.
Salem, Oregon.
Uh-huh.
Indulge Day Spa, Salem, Oregon. Linnell Brooks,
Did you drop something?
owner. Boom.
But
Yes.
no, yeah, she'd be really good to talk
That's
to.
cool.
But
Yeah. Well,
even your grandpa was.
Oh yeah, my
a business
papa.
owner.
He passed away in 2002,
Mm-hmm.
but he was an entrepreneur as well and had his own lawn business.
wow. That's
Yeah.
a whole family of entrepreneurs.
Yeah, not only lawn but construction, built houses, paved driveways for big companies. Like he
Right.
worked his way from doing people's houses to doing like companies.
Contract
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, contract work.
And
Rest in peace.
Mine are the opposite, I guess. My parents, and they divorced early on. Or they divorced when I was around 9 or 10 or 11, something like that. Anyways,
Mhm.
Yeah.
messy divorce, all that crap,
Mhm.
And but before then, I guess the house was kind of stable, I mean,
Yeah.
they worked pretty much every dollar that they worked for, went to pay bills, kind of thing. They weren't really. My dad did buy, I guess, savings bonds back then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when it was time for my college, he handed me this packet of savings bonds from the thing, and it was a few $100.
Did he do it right? My grandma did it, and she cashed it out because she found it. It was $1. I had $1. She said she lost money from it.
Damn. Yeah, bonds suck. But well, maybe they're coming back on the comeback.
Nah.
No,
Well, I don't
not
know. They
really.
are.
When the economy sucks, then the bonds are good. Good to get into bonds. I don't know. Anyways,
What'd your mom do?
Well, she did various jobs at like retail stores, little Searses, and all that kind
Did
of
she
stuff.
invest in stuff? Or?
And she didn't invest, and so especially whatever little investments they had just from the work or whatever after the divorce, both of them ended up broke anyways.
That kind of happened to my parents. My mom had her own photography studio, and then she had an antique store. My dad had a barbecue business where he'd drive around to like sporting events, like baseball games, and sell barbecue out the back of the truck. So yeah, it's cool to see what people's background is.
Right,
Leave a post on our Facebook page. What entrepreneurial background do you come from?
Exactly. And
Yeah.
Mahogany runs our Facebook book page. And she run, what other
Artist Vacations
yeah,
LLC.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
she's kicking butt for us. We really appreciate it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And so I guess I was going back to the like with millennials. Maybe a lot of the ones I talked to that we weren't taught investments. We weren't taught a lot of stuff, how to handle money, whatever. Oh, you just make enough money and you make enough salary, you buy this car. When you make enough salary, you buy this house. That's just how it is, and you spend it, and then in 30 years you'll own it, and there you go, and you can retire, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then you get a pension, which those are going away, but like I think millennials there's a new dude at work. He's like 21, and we were talking today about investing and stuff like that, and he really wants to get into real estate investing. He doesn't even know what biggerpockets is, but he wants to get in and start doing stuff like that. Airbnb, like the millennials, I guess that's what they're called. They have the hunger for it, and it's cool. And that's what these apps coming out. Like there's Acorns, there's other ones too that do it. But just, passive income, getting people investing, and then even when you're looking for a house, you're investing. Even when you're looking for a car, people rent it out on Turo. It's the cool thing, man.
Straight up.
Cool
even
thing.
Uber, man. All that share economy.
Uber,
man.
yeah.
I thought he was going to say all that
All that stuff.
But yeah, man, it's taking over, man.
So,
People are hungry out here.
That's what reminds. Oh no, back to my cousin. We got way off topic. So my cousin, I asked him, oh yeah, I got this Acorns thing going on just for fun, whatever, just a few cents, and we got, our investment group's doing better now, and I was like, well, I told him a while back, when my daughter Cadence was born, and that I started an account for her, it's like it's a life insurance / investment account. It's like a those.
Yeah, we have one for our son.
Yeah, and that's a cool thing, life insurance. It's both, I thought that was cool, and so I was like, and I was telling him, well, with my new, interest in real estate, I'm thinking of. Are you cold?
Yeah.
Turn that fan off if you want.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And with my newfound, lust for real estate, you can hit it again probably. It's probably getting freezing over there. I'm just like, I'm thinking of if I should open up one of those for my brand new baby daughter, one of those accounts, or am I should just put most whatever available assets or money into the next real estate thing, because maybe that's gonna grow faster than this life insurance mutual fund thing. And that's where I was at a crossroads with that. And I was asking, well, so how do you invest for your kids for their college? And he's like, no, we don't do that. Kind of like a little bit uppity. And I'm like, well, okay, well, why don't you do that? He's like, yeah, we already told him, if y'all are going to, go to college, y'all got to get scholarships or something. Y'all are going to really want it. We're not going to help you at all. And I'm like,
dang.
I
almost don't blame him, but that's kind of messed up.
And he said, or they can get, if they don't got the best grades, they can get loans and then just pay them off,
okay.
whatever.
No, that's ridiculous.
And I was like...
But a lot of people have that mentality, man. That's crazy. People have that mentality like it. And that's how generational wealth goes on. If you keep building, pass it on to your kids, keep on going. Instead, some people are like, oh, well, who cares? Like, I had one of my boys, he straight told me, he goes, I told my kids straight up, when I die, I'm going to be broke. And it's going to be up to you to get everything right. I'm like,
dang.
He told them.
Well, thanks for the heads up.
Yeah, he told them, I'm going to be passing down a bunch of debt.
Oh, wow.
but he's a gambleaholic, right?
Oh,
but
no.
He's not a bad gambler. Dude went up to Choctaw, won $30,000 on in a poker tournament.
Damn.
Yeah. Then he used all of it and went to gamble some more. So
It's getting ridiculous.
So, I mean, I don't know. He was pretty funny, though.
I don't understand how your parents' debt gets passed on to you, because I'm not taking my parents if they have any. I'm not like, what? It's the craziest thing.
Things like that.
Huh?
Could sell it off. I mean, if they have any houses or anything like that.
What about
They
their
don't.
unsecured debts? Does that get passed on to the kids?
That's a good question. What do you mean by unsecured?
Like credit cards and stuff like that?
I ain't taking care of that.
That's what I'm saying. That's my whole point. I don't care what kind of debt it is. Why do I have to pay it? I didn't do it.
And it's funny you should say that, because back before I knew timeshares could actually make you money, which is still blows my mind. I knew people that said, "Wow, my parents they wanted for my graduation or for my whatever wedding, me and my husband or me and my wife, whatever, we're getting married, and my parents want to pass us this as a gift. Here's our timeshare, you can have it." But he goes, "We don't want that payment." He goes, "We don't want." Because I guess it's a big payment, and you got to pay the yearly whatever. And the way they saw it, they were gonna be. It's like, here you go. Here's a gift.
$100 some a month, yeah, for the fees. But if they pass them a timeshare that's paid off, they can turn it into an asset.
Right. But a lot of the youth didn't see that. They said, "Well, we're paying like whatever $200-300 a month. I don't know, whatever the deal is. Plus, when we got to go there, we can only go there if they have enough." Points and all that stuff. They're like, we don't want this headache.
It's crazy how we've learned. We used to think that too when we had it, and then we found out, oh, we don't need points at all. Like, yeah, that was pretty cool. So
that was the turning point.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's a good topic. And I told you about that young dude at work, Justin, what's up? If he's listening to our podcast. He just, we started talking about all this stuff. And I was like, oh, we got to, of course I put him onto our podcast,
Yeah.
And then, I told him about the Airbnb thing. He was like, oh, currently I live with some roommates, he's young, 21-year-old, still fresh out of college, we're all living with roommates probably that age, or I was. And he's like, but I really want to jump out to my own spot. And, but I'm worried about the rent. If the rent's kind of going to be high and this and that. And I was like, dude, Airbnb that thing, you just get a 2-bedroom, Airbnb one of the bedrooms, and then boom, you make that. They'll pay for your whole rent. It's potential, especially if you want to live in Irving, close to the airport, or in downtown Dallas. He's talking about 2 spots he wants to live in, and I'm like, either spot, man, you'll be.
Hey, if you get something downtown D-town, man, you're cashing.
It'll be expensive. And he said, wow, what if I
town.
could only do 1 bedroom and this and that? I was like, well, I mean, hey, when you get a guest, just go sleep on the sofa and let them have the bedroom, I was just telling them this is stuff we hear on the podcast we listen to, especially in San Fran. It costs so much to live there. Everybody has roommates, and then they Airbnb also, so they'll end up sleeping in the living room.
It's hostel, man.
And then,
straight up, like for real. I heard people just have hostels running everywhere. I actually read an article about this guy talking about that. He goes, man, the hotel business is pissed off, and they're gonna shut down Airbnb. I'm like, right. I don't believe it, but
right.
You never know.
You know what? I'm not sure if it works like this, but I hope they do shut the Hiltons and all that shut down and go out of business, because that's our money. Like, as far as circulating through all of us, in the actual economy, instead of the big heads making all the money. Like, that doesn't make sense.
Oh wow, that's like a reverse take on all we're hearing. We're all hearing about the hotel lobby pissed off about us.
Yeah.
We're pissed off about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't even get no
Honestly.
kitchen.
Like
Unwashed
Hilton
sheets.
just opened up a home too. Like, and I understand at the same time that's taking a lot of people out of jobs. If they did shut down the cleaners, the front desk check-in people. So there's 2 ways to look at it. That's why I was like, I don't know for sure how it would play out if they went out of business for the economy, but part of me wants to say it would be a good thing. But then again, all those people working for them can come work for people like us who are doing it too. We need our lawn mowed. We need house cleaners. We need all that.
That's
Power to the people.
That's what I meant to talk about earlier. You can that little new hosting feature, like they have a full blown now. You can be a cleaner. You can be, hey, I just update people's listings. That new co-host feature.
Yeah.
Hey, people that are in the hotel business and hospitality, I would actually look into doing that. I think you could make probably more money than what you make at a hotel doing that.
Nice.
And then you get to work for yourself. You're not clocking in. You could figure out what jobs you want to take, what you don't want to take. Like, why not?
Yeah. That's what Jasper. Remember what Jasper was talking about?
Yeah.
He said that maid that he had actually ran his Airbnb for him.
Oh, yeah.
And he paid her like 90 euros each time a new guest came and left. He paid her for the whole transaction 90 euros, which is just good money.
Wow.
It was more than the hotel was paying her, so she ended up just quitting the hotel and just working for him.
And then if they don't have employees, they have to shut down, because what are they going to come and do it themselves?
They won't go down without a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, we are not promoting the shutting down of hotels. We are just giving opinions and ideas.
Just opinions.
Yeah, don't come for us.
They're listening to us.
Yeah.
That's
But,
cool. So he's excited about my buddy Justin. He's excited about the Airbnb prospect. He didn't even think about it. He wasn't even thinking about it. He stayed. He told me, I love Airbnb. Whenever I travel, I stay at Airbnbs. It's like, why don't you host them, man? It's just right there in front of you, man. You're young. He's young, single dude. He can do it. Before a wife tells him that he can't do it. No offense, Mahogany, but you're helping him do it. It's a different story. But a lot of wives are probably like, I don't want nobody in my house, But he's like perfect time for him to do something like that.
Yeah.
And he's on the right track. I'm gonna try to. I don't know. I'm not the expert at it like you. Or
yeah. I am an expert. Go ahead and send me 99. No.
But that's cool about I guess entrepreneurs, because we're always wanting to. I mean, I'll mentor him. I'll tell him everything I know.
Yeah.
I'll send him to the right spots, and then that's cool. It makes me feel good. Like, you help people get their Airbnbs up and running, and you say, I don't need pay, I'm just glad that someone's doing it and helping people out.
Gotta help bring the hotels down. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah,
Totally
but
joking.
you are gonna start charging them.
Oh yeah.
Remember, time away from the family. That's money in our pocket.
You remember one of the latest, the Batmans, the reboots, whatever, the Batmans,
Mhm.
and Joker's sitting on that pile of money. He's gonna light it on fire. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what are you doing? He goes, why do you even, because why do you even ask for money when you do these things anyways? When you
Yeah.
do, they robbed his banks and all this stuff. You're just gonna burn it anyways. He goes, if you're, what did he say? If you're good at something, he goes, why not charge a fee? Or he said something. He said something real cold blooded. He goes, he said, if you're good at something, might as well make money at it. Why do it for free? I screwed it up so many times, but why
That
do
was
it
hands
for
down the
free?
Good
best
job.
Joker ever, man. That was still the best
Take
Joker
4.
ever.
One more time. Take 4.
Take 4. If you're good at something, why do it for free? I let it out all the
There
other
you
ones
go.
that I messed up on, and that was a good. I don't even know which Joker I was doing. Maybe it sounded like Jack Nicholas a little bit. Nicholas. I was getting confused. Nicholson.
It might be Nicholas. I don't know. All right.
One of those Jacks. But yeah, that's cool. Helping people out. Teach a man to fish, right? Instead of just giving him a fish, You
Yeah.
feed him for life, or woman. There you go.
Yep.
That sums it up.
Sums it up.
Yes, sir. It's a good show. You think we should?
That should be it. I think. How long did we go, man? We were moving on that show.
We're a little over an hour. We're a little
Okay.
over an hour.
Yeah. That
Well,
should be
thanks for
good.
listening.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a good show. New Airbnbs coming soon. We got Steve's new crib coming.
It's coming.
Airbnb crib. Remember, check us out online. Facebook.com Live Let Thrive at Facebook. We're on YouTube as well. And our website, liveletthrive.com. Oh, we're finally getting some good SEO Google search rankings, so check us out.
What is that? Explain the SEO Google search thing. What is that?
You know, how high you're ranked on Google. Like, what I did was I went into I set up an analytics. It kind of tells me how much traffic we're getting to our site. And then also what I did was I kind of included keywords in our SEO on each page.
Uh-huh.
And when I typed in Live, Let, Thrive, I was like, dang, we're at the top. We're at the top. Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
Google knows us, so you should too.
go.
But yeah, man, check us out online. What's our number? 4693.
It'll be in the show notes.
Yeah, it'll
Just
be
wanna
in the
look
show
it up real
notes,
quick.
man.
Nice
Yeah.
try, babe.
Show notes.
Yeah.
So, Mahogany, any closing thoughts?
No, just stay cool, y'all. I know it's hot. Stay blessed up, stay positive, and keep looking for new opportunities. This is Mahogany, Steve and Mike, episode 13 of Live, Let, Thrive. Thank you for listening.
Awesome. That was awesome. She's a pro.
Oh my gosh.
She's a pro. Yeah. You're gonna be on Jimmy Kimmel one day doing the closing notes.
Don't even know who that is.
Dang. All right. See y'all later.
Peace.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Live, Let, Thrive. Be sure to tune in next week for all the latest in the world of Airbnb and all that entails. Bye-bye.